Hello, hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to today's Sip and Sit and Sip episode. Today, I am talking about holistic health. So, thank you for your patience in me getting online today. Life was lifing. So, here we are. Okay. So, I wanted to take time to talk about holistic health because I think it's really important when we are dealing with anything regarding our body, our health, and all these things. And so, um, as a woman, I'm recognizing that our health is so multidimensional. It's not just how we feel, whether we're going to the doctor or not. It is showing up in so many different places. One of the big things that I always kind of preach on here and in my personal life is that if there's something that is part of your experience as a person, as a mother, as a woman, those things need to be seamless and they need to not be a struggle. So when I'm talking about things like holistic health, that has to do with things like even your period. Your period can oftentimes be. I like that I'm like 1 minute in and I'm already talking about periods. This gives you an idea of the kind of conversation we're having today. But even your period is showing you the quality of your health. Your blood is showing the quality of everything flowing in your body, your teeth, your eyebrows, your hair, all of the things. And I think sometimes we try to mask what's going on in our bodies by covering it up cosmetically, where our body is always giving us clues into how it's actually doing. And so, even right now, I don't have nail polish on, and I typically wear nail polish, but even the health of your nails gives you a clue about how you are doing. And so, um, I have recently been thinking more about holistic health because I'm more on the preventative side. I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing with my health is setting me up to be a really strong old person. I've seen so many elderly people who are moving so fluidly, and their age is really just a number because they are experiencing long life and robust health. And there are many people who are my age or younger who are not experiencing the same kind of health. So you start asking older people what are they doing. And I remember I used to walk in a park and there was a trainer there, and I was asking him like, "Hey, if you could recommend one thing that everyone should be doing, like what should they be doing with their body?" And he mentioned, yes, you should be stretching and keeping your body mobile, but also like your diet, the things that you eat, what you put into your body, and I would even add what you put on your body, which is a lot of what I'm going to be talking about today. And so I think going back to your body kind of giving you a clue that something is not quite as it should be, is all sorts of things like when you're looking at your blood. So I had to do blood work earlier, I want to say this year, because I was listening to this really great podcast by Ashley, AKA Bird Williams. And she mentioned that she had some health issues and she wanted to solve them through holistic health. And so she went to this holistic doctor. His name is Dr. Mark. And so I went to go see him as well. And before my appointment, he had me do some blood work. Y'all, I was shocked because my iron levels were so low. They were so low. And at some point, I was curious about my blood type because I wanted to donate blood. And so I went to the blood donor bank and I was like, oh, I'm just going to donate some blood. And then they'll tell me what my blood type is. Just so you know, that's the easiest way to get your blood type. Um, Donate blood and they will tell you what your blood type is. If you don't like giving blood or needles, that's not going to be easy for you. But I went, y'all, I'm so embarrassed. I was turned away, I want to say 4 times because my iron level was so low. And so I went up there and I was like, okay, today is going to be the day. I ate like organ meats, which is rich in iron, which sounds so creepy, but I ate all sorts of iron rich meats, didn't work. Dark leafy vegetables didn't work. I just was like, oh my goodness, it was like a little too late. I was trying to eat those foods really close to the time that I was trying to give blood. And it was like my body telling me, girl, you can't even have enough blood for yourself. Why are you trying to give it away to somebody? So that was kind of a wake up call for me. In fact, they even gave me a free t shirt because they were like, girl, don't come back here until you get your iron situation under control. So for holistic health, iron was one of those wake up calls to me like, oh, my body is not naturally doing the things that it needs to be doing. I need to support my body by having good, healthy food that I put diet wise. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you might know that I am a previously plant based person. And I was plant based, but I wasn't eating a whole lot of whole foods. And so now I've moved away from being plant based, but now I'm thinking about how do I integrate whole foods back into my diet, because I was healthier when I was plant based, but I noticed that I wasn't always eating whole foods. I was eating sometimes like meat substitutes, which are not all that healthy for you. So that is the food that I'm putting in my body. But now I started to, I think it's so cool. When you start being interested in things, you start to attract people who are interested in similar things. And I have some friends who are really into holistic health. One of my friends, Janae Emily Utley, is super into holistic health and like non-toxic things. And so I talked to her the other day and was just asking her some of the things that she's integrating that are better for her body. And when you get serious about holistic health, you consider the fact that yes, your internal organs, you want to take care of them, but the largest organ on your body is your skin. And all the time, you're putting all kinds of products on them. And so for me, I always struggle when it comes to balancing frugality, but also health and like non toxic things and holistic health, because sometimes you have to think about what your priority is. And for me, I started looking at the labels and started looking at what are the ingredients, and just because it says it's green or it's sustainable, what is it really made of? And I want to share with you a few of my favorite products or things that I've tried in my attempt to become better at holistic health. So, starting first with the body, my friend Tony, for my birthday, got me these amazing body butter bars, like solid lotion bars. And I was trying to move away from your classic, Jergens and Vaseline type of moisturizers, which have a lot of chemicals in them. I understand when you're on a budget, you might not be able to make those kind of executive decisions for your life. But this set of lotion bars, I wish I could pull up a picture for you. It is amazing. Let me see if I can pull it up on the side as I'm talking. And the brand I believe is called Papa Rocher, or it's probably Papa Rosier. And they have these amazing body butters that I just thought like, this body butter is amazing, and they have different flavors. And so I got those because the ingredients were so simple, very straightforward. Nothing bad in there. Like shea butter. Let me pull it up so I don't make stuff up. So you can see the website. It is pricey. That's another thing though. When it comes to some of these products, in order to be more holistic, they're a little pricier, which can be a bit of a bummer. So I am going to share with you. Let me share with you the tab. Okay, here we go. So here's the website, Papa Rosier Farm. And I got a sample pack. She's amazing. Not these pop-ups. She's amazing. And she ordered me basically the whole pack. So I've tried all of them. Hibiscus lotion bar is delicious. Jasmine smells so good. I like the lavender, but the one I love the most is this oak moss. Oh my gosh, so good. And so this one lotion bar, I want to say lasted me for maybe about a couple months or so. Yeah, lasted me for a couple months or so. And I really liked it because I thought the ingredients were so natural, they were so clean. And I used it right out of the shower. My body would be like a little bit moist from the shower. And then I would just kind of rub in the bar. I still have one left. I got the bars in May during my birthday, and I used them. And I want to say I got 6 of them, and I'm just now finishing that last one because I was trying to make it stretch. It's a great bar for travel, but it's also really good for clean, natural products. And then when it comes to the face, one of the ones that I super, super love, a brand that I used for years, I use this brand for years and it's Black owned. I've made a video on my channel before, and the brand is called Tiara Goes Green. And so she has a product called Face Flavor. Let me pull up the website here. And Face Flavor is, it looks like this. And y'all, I used Face Flavor for more than 5 years. Just a really, really good product. Woo, all these pop-ups. Really, really good product. It lasts a long time. It's an hydrating moisturizer. Your face ends up looking like a glazed donut, which is kind of the vibe that I really enjoy. I know some people would rather not, but I love looking moisturized and looking just so nice and fresh. Let me see if I can find the ingredients. I love that the top ingredient is love, avocado butter, marula oil, aloe vera oil, sunshine, fractionated coconut oil, pomegranate seed oil, grapeseed oil, mango butter, rose hip oil, baobab seed oil. Yeah, it's a really, really good product. I haven't used it in a while because I kind of switched over to something else, but it's one of my favorites. Highly, highly recommend. So yeah, when it comes to face, I'm trying my best. Like I would love to have the just I woke up like this kind of face routine. I am recovering from acne scarring. I've had acne since I was in high school. And so I'm continually trying to just clean that up. And so I tend to wear my makeup in a very skin like way, but I still have some acne scarring that is like around here and a little bit on my cheeks and down here. Um, Also, acne is hormonal. Your acne is also telling you that there's some kind of imbalance going on. It could be something simple as like maybe you need to wipe your phone screen or wash your pillowcase more. But for me, I noticed that even around here, like stress or other things, gut issues, all of those things, you can kind of actually map your face and your face. The way that acne flare ups are happening, give you a clue about what's going on in your body. All right, next part, teeth. Y'all, I'm so obsessed with like teeth care. I think it's really important to take care of your teeth. And I before I like left my job, I went to make sure my dental care was all good and all that. I have a black dentist, which I love, but I'm considering switching over to a um a holistic dentist. There are a lot of them apparently in a lot of them apparently in Houston. And so I just have to find one. Janae was saying that she had gone to a really good dental office that specialized in holistic care. And so, man, when I went to the holistic doctor, this was something I was kind of like, he mentioned that if you have mercury fillings, sometimes it can be leaking mercury into your body, which was like, what? And for some people, they get their mercury fillings taken out. Thankfully, I only have one, and the rest of mine are like the tooth colored, enamel colored ones, but I have that one, and it hasn't been causing me any issues. So it's still up in the air whether I'm going to do anything about it. But the holistic doctor that I went to recommended taking them out if you're able. And so that's another thing to deal with. Then when it comes to teeth, I use an Arm& Hammer baking soda toothpaste, but I recently switched over to this amazing brand called Teep. And oh man, they have the cutest brand. So let me share their website with you also. Here's their website here. Look at the product. So it basically looks like an essential oils container, and it is a glass container, very sustainable, and it is the most intense toothbrushing experience. So I have my toothbrush and I'll typically use either the Arm& Hammer or I'll use a natural toothpaste or tooth powder and then put just like two or so drops of this Teep mouth oil, y'all. First of all, it's so intense, but your mouth feels so clean. Like I noticed when I brushed my teeth with it, I would just be like swishing my tongue around my mouth. It was just such a smooth experience. I had no morning breath in the morning. It like basically got rid of it. It's almost like it's so good that I almost want to throw it into a care package for newlyweds to be like, hey, Like, make sure you have that first few months, get it together, because it does last for a long time. So let me look up the ingredients here on their website and make sure y'all can see it here. Okay. On the website, it says tea tree oil, which is probably the thing you can taste the most. It's so strong. Your mouth, like if you're not careful, your mouth can get a little like almost burned on the side because it's kind of an intense oil. So they recommend that you start with one drop and you make your way up. But anyway, tea tree oil, grapeseed oil, olive oil, eucalyptus oil, myrrh oil, sandalwood oil, walnut oil, pine needle oil, almond oil, neroli oil, and some other things. And so, how to use, they recommend add 2 or 3 drops on a wet toothbrush. You can add toothpaste if you want. You can actually use it without the toothpaste if you're trying to do that. And then you just brush your teeth as normal and you rinse. Y'all, I can't say enough about it, but they have a lot of really great research that they did. They actually partnered with holistic dentists in order to formulate these products. Um, and so they were talking about how when you do your research, you notice that your mouth is actually the gateway to your health, as it says on the website. So if you're protecting your mouth, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, respiratory issues, you're actually able to take care of your dental care and it helps you with the rest of your body. And so people don't even realize if you have an infection in your mouth, that infection can like carry over into your blood and in other parts of your body, not to creep you out. But yeah, I love this brand. I have used them. I was gifted this by a friend, but I would still really recommend it. Um, it is a little pricey, but it's worth it. And a little goes a long way. If you wanted to stretch it, you could just use 1 drop per day and really stretch it out. If you want to be intense and take care of some mouth oral situation, like if you want to do a good reset, this is a really great product. I met the founders. They are such beautiful, beautiful, nice people. I really, really appreciate them. I think they're great. So that actually brings me to sponsor break. This is not a sponsored video, but if it were to be sponsored, I would love Teep to be my sponsor. And for all the reasons I just mentioned, Teep is amazing. I will try to find the video that I use. I was using two different tooth products at the same time. I was using Teep and then the brand, oh, what's this brand that I love? It's always at the mall. Oh, I'm forgetting it, but they make a toothy powder, um, and toothy tablets, and it's called, Sparkle. So I used Sparkle, which was like a whitening toothy tab, and then also I used Teep together, and it was just such a winning combination. That's usually the combination I'll use for travel because it's a small amount and I don't have to take a whole tube of toothpaste, but it's actually really good for everyday routines. So if this video were sponsored, I would have it be sponsored by Teep. And one last brand that I super super love. There is this brand. I have to tell you how I found it. Um, I have to tell you how I found it. I found it through YouTube, and I was doing a lot of like travel vlog watching. I was just watching so many channels, and I had a trip to Costa Rica and I wanted to pack a very minimal bag. I wanted to just take one bag with me on my overseas trip. And I was looking for a deodorant that was healthy, but also non-toxic and also really good at helping you not sweat. So something aluminum free and natural. So there's this brand and it's called Lavalin. And Lavalin is such a good product, such a good product. It's so tiny. Um, Let me see if I can find it on the website here. It's such a tiny product, but it's an underarm deodorant cream. Let me pull up the website for you so that you can see it. But I really like Lavalin because I was testing it out for quite some time. I watched a bunch of reviews, both men and women, people who shower often and people who don't shower often were both talking about how well it works. So here is the product. Let me make it a little bigger so you can see. So Lavalin is the name of it. It's really like the size of, it's not super big at all. I don't know how to compare this to. It's smaller than the lid of this water bottle here. Um, so Lavalin is an underarm deodorant cream, and this deodorant cream comes in such a small package. It's really easy for travel, but it is actually such a good product that they say that it's supposed to eliminate odor for up to 7 days. Y'all, for the sake of science, somebody had to test this out. And so, for the sake of science, my poor roommate who was with me as I was experimenting this, I okay, first thing about this product is that you actually have to detox your armpits for a little bit. You have to go, I want to say it's like 24 hours or maybe even 48 hours without using regular deodorant to kind of let your armpits get out of all the other stuff you've been using. So once you do your little detox and you wait a little bit, then you just smear on like less than a pea size onto your underarms and you just like let it go in there. And it's basically like seals. I don't even know what the science is. Let me see if there's science here. But it is addressing odors by using plant extracts and oils, and it attacks the odor causing bacteria without interfering with the body's natural ability to remove toxins and sweat. So the weird thing was that you actually still sweat, right? Because it's not an antiperspirant. So you still sweat, but my sweat was like, it smelled like nothing. My sweat smelled like nothing. And I remember just being so weirded out, like, why doesn't this sweat smell like anything? And I was sweating like because I was doing my walks, I was still working out and things like that. So this is the weird thing that I'm still not really understanding the science. It smears on so thick and it's white. So me being a black woman, you could see it very much so on my armpits, but it's somehow not clogging your pores. It's hypoallergenic. It's suitable for delicate skin. Y'all, you can bathe, shower. Let me zoom in here. You can bathe, shower, and do strenuous physical activity without impacting its effectiveness. And that's real. I tested it out and it was still working so well. And I just thought it was so strange. Let's look at some of the ingredients. Basically, castor oil, it's a little bit of wax. There's zinc oxide in it, potato starch, talc, and some other things. So I will say it is aluminum free and alcohol free and paraben free, but it is not the most absolute natural thing. So it's a little better than your aluminum filled deodorants. But I liked it because it was a little more natural. And then another one, when we're speaking about odor, I switched over to Lume. And once again, I'm trying out all these things out so you don't have to try them with your money. You can maybe take my word for it and then test it out if you think you'll like it. So Lume is a deodorant company, and Lume um, had some really good cheeky commercials, basically back in the day. And so they have recently changed that a little bit, but Lume makes a deodorant and they also have like a deodorant cream. They have an underarm deodorant, a deodorant cream, and then now they have an acidified body wash. Of all of those three products, the one I would probably recommend the most that I found was the most effective that I will continue to use because I got a sampler set because I wanted to try them all out. And I got the deodorant cream. I thought the deodorant cream was good. It was pretty decent. The thing I like about it is that you can smear it on your underarms. You can also put it in any area that produces odor. So for some people, that is under the boob section. If you have boob sweat a lot, you can put it in between your butt cheeks, in between the folds of your where your legs come together, like anywhere you'd have like chafing, anything like that, your lady bits areas, and it's all natural and you're able to do it without any issues. It's not going to interrupt it. It was clinically put together by a gynecologist, so the science is pretty good behind it. And so what I really liked were the acidified body washes. Those acidified body washes I thought were phenomenal because let me share my screen here so you can see it. I like them because I thought that they did a really good job of eliminating odor. My sister and I actually, she's been on this deodorant journey with me. God bless her. So first we tried Lavalin, and Lavalin was good until, this is so weird. It was good in the summer until it got cold, and we were like overdressed to address the cold. And then it was like we were sweating too much. So we had to change our tactic anyway. So now we use Lume in the shower first, and it's getting rid of all of the odor. So it's underarms, butt, front, any of those areas. They use, you can use it for your feet if your feet smell for some reason, behind the ears, any of those places that could potentially smell. It's safe to use on any of those areas on your body. So this is the one I've been using, Peony Rose. They have a nice citrus flavor that I haven't scent, I should say, that I haven't done, haven't tried yet. So here is the pH optimized acidified body wash. Basically, it's a body wash, and it is proven to do a better job, 3 times, 3.5 times better than ordinary soap at removing odor. I actually believe that. And it gently cleans, hydrates, and exfoliates. It's gynecologist developed, like I mentioned. I really like this brand. I highly recommend it if you're someone who's trying to take care of odor. This body wash is huge. It's like 20 bucks, but it's really big. I bought the sampler set, and the sampler set, if I go back to the other page, the sampler set looks like this, the mini body washes, and you can get a bunch of them just to try. So that is another one that you can check out. What else? Holistic health wise, yeah, just little things like bottled waters. You can switch to a reusable um, bottle that you use instead. Mine is stainless steel. Not only does it keep my liquids cold, it's an insulated, clean canteen, but I also don't have to worry about BPA from plastic water bottles. All of these things that we just kind of take for granted, we sometimes forget that those things are actually making us sick, and we can do something about it. So that's today's topic, holistic health. I really just wanted to take some time to tell you about some of my favorite brands that I'm always talking about. Oh, last one. This should be this will be the sponsor for the next time, but another one is um period products. When it comes to holistic health, there are so many toxic tampons. And so switching over to a menstrual cup was huge for me. I have a menstrual cup video. I'll try and make sure I link it after the live here. And there is one of the topics we're talking about, pre-mom or being an auntie. My sister is going to be on the video with me, and we're going to talk all about menstrual cups and making your period more pleasant. So yes, that is today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I also want to share with you what I shared last time. I am the pivot strategist. That is my business that I have on the side. So I always want to take some time at the end of these to pitch to you some of my products that can help you as you're making some of your pivots into the new year. What's funny is that as I'm full transparency, as I'm putting together these lives, I have all these topics that I've wanted to talk about. I have my own version of the pivot journal that I have been using. This is actually the pivot planner. It's the mini one that's coming out. So there are 3 up here, but I actually now have 4. There is a planner version that is mini. I love all sorts of mini things. But yes, really great product that I myself have been using, and it's helping me plan out all of these amazing lives that I have challenged myself to do. So I'm trying to be a little more consistent and organized at the same time. And last thing I'll say before I leave, I am also, like I said, with the Pivot Strategist, I'm a coach. So if you need any kind of life coaching, especially if you're trying to pivot your life in a more holistic, healthy way, I am here to help. Pivotal Life Planning is one of my coaching services that I really enjoy. So that is today's live. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Thank you for watching this replay. I hope that you have a phenomenal day. I will see you tomorrow, where we're talking more about the body and wellness in that area. I have a video that I posted a while back about being afraid of my body and being afraid to work out. I have come a long way. I'm no Fit Fam member, but I do definitely move my body. In fact, I am well on my way to closing my Apple rings on my Apple Watch. So Yeah, me. Bye, y'all. Take care. See you tomorrow.